And there we go. Welcome to Peaches Pat Paints. I'm Pat. I am running way late. I'm trying to scarf down my breakfast and get ready for all this, so apologies. Anyway, let's get right to it here. We've been working on this guy, who's looking pretty awesome. If I can get that focus on him, right? There we go. So really good looking piece so far. I really like the rusty orangeness of it. We're gonna probably drop a small wash on this, pull out some of the details. Really light, but we don't want to put too much because we really don't want to hide these colors. I don't know, I may not. It looks pretty good without it. Maybe on his face. That blue's having trouble creating its valleys. Alright, that's the rest of my breakfast scarf. It's a wild day on the driving around. I do the Uber thing from time to time. Make a little bit extra money. It's nice. It's an easy thing if you've never done it before. What was it? Getting ready to watch myself. I actually found that once I started doing this, it has actually helped move the channel around a little bit. It's like if one person is watching, I guess it feels like it can feed it to the algorithm or something. I don't know. I don't pretend to understand. Oh, okay. So I think I'm gonna do we'll do a little bit of a Payne's gray here for this watch. And I want this pretty thin. Alright. We're just kind of trying to use that to grab these details. So we want to put some on there, but not too much necessarily. Be kind of careful about how we add that. Trying to get used to this new camera angle. There we go. That's pretty good. You can see how that just kind of helps us pull out some of these recessed areas just a little bit more. So blue is kind of, it kind of saturates it in a way where you don't see the definition on it quite as much. And the reason we want to use a Payne's gray here is Payne's gray is in the end, it's a really dark blue. It's a blue-gray. Okay. I'm going to start refining some of these colors a little bit more. That light's like right in my eyeball. Oh crap. Hell, that happens. spread that out. I'm gonna leave that. I'm actually gonna leave that a little bit. I'm just gonna make it a wash. We're gonna put it in there. I'll add a little bit of color tone to it, which is just fine here, really. This rope belt might need a wash. Same with that skull. We'll see about the rest of the scales. They look pretty darn good. I don't know that we need to tilt down just. Yeah, that's not too bad. Just kind of gently put that wash on there. And it's just a real thin amount of pigment. Works really good at bringing out all the different tones and colors. Helps you get into the recess. He almost want to make the bottom of his feet blue. Just that'd be funny. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. That's kind of funny. I find that kind of amusing. Give him blue feet. We're gonna come back with Payne's Gray after that dries, and we'll set that in. We'll actually make that pretty dark and dingy, really. But it's kind of fun for it to be blue. That's pretty funny. At least I think it's funny. I think the word bearers deserve more blame for the downfall. Oh. Yeah. The word bear, that's the greatest part about the word bearers, honestly, though. Is that, like, Lorgar 100% is responsible for the heresy. It's him. Between him and the rest of the word bearers and the way they did all that stuff. Yeah, no. Erebus is a piece of shit, man. Oh, good, we're past 10 minutes. I can say shit. Although I probably shouldn't. It's still funny. The word bearers, yeah. I mean, Erebus almost single-handedly did it himself. Like, Lorgar definitely deserves a lot of the blame here, but like, Erebus, man, that guy. Screw that guy. Screw that guy in particular. know anybody who plays word bearers. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know anybody who plays them. I'm positive they have an army. But I think everybody's kind of like, oh man, y'all, that was dirt. Listen, that was dirty what y'all did. He's like, I wanted to overthrow the emperor, but not like that. Not like this. Look at what's happened to us now. Yeah. I'd totally be mad as hell. If I were Angron, I would be constantly looking for word bearers just to beat him up for the whole situation. But my favorite part about word bearer lore is how Corvus Corax has been like, he gonna find that dude and he gonna mess him up. Been in the warp so long, he's turned into some sort of strange crow demon that's trying to, a raven demon or something like that, trying to kill Lorgar. That stuff's pretty good. Oh yes. I need to catch up. I think there's been a couple of books come out since last I read any of it or caught up on any of it. I don't read much of it anymore. I just get caught up through other means. You really gotta be terrible if other Chaos factions also hate you. Yeah, they kind of all hate each other, but there is definitely a special word bearers. Even amongst the Chaos Legions, they're like, ugh. But do we have to? I imagine they would be a tough army to fight, being favored by all the Chaos Demons. Well, I mean, kinda. My cat's here to tear my stuff up some more. Hello, cat. Tear it up. What are you doing? Yeah, right now. But right now? Yeah, but see, I'm busy though. Yeah, hi. Yes, I understand. But see, I'm trying to paint though. See? But right now? Does it have to be right now? It doesn't? Okay, thank you. Okay. What were you doing? Alright, let's see. Just kind of grab the edges of this stuff here. We're not trying to put too much color on it. On the teeth, on the other hand, we're going to try to bring that down. It's about time to clean this palette off and start a new one, but I'm such a cheapskate. I'm like, I don't want to have to go through another paper because then I'm getting close to having to buy new ones. I'm like, I don't want to buy new ones. It's just me being a cheap bastard. That's probably the Scottish in me. I try to squeeze every penny out of everything. If Ebenezer Scrooge is to be, old Scrooge McDuck is to be believed, A little bit of shine to that skull, just a little bit. But consider this their baby, I assume, is what all cats are saying, but I'm baby. Right? She is definitely the furry princess. She is very spoiled. She's very spoiled. And it's her little time of the quarter, the magic time of I want to make babies, but she can't do that. Let's not do that. I don't need a bunch of babies. I mean, she can. She's not fixed, so she definitely could go have these babies, but I don't need that in my life. So our other cat is fixed to make sure that doesn't happen, and she doesn't go outside. At least not unchaperoned. We take her out there every now and again. She doesn't really like outside, so like it's not hard. She is definitely of the two. She is the more house cat, and he is the not house cat. That cat would have been happy as a stray. I don't know about happier, but he would have been happy to do it. He would have been like, yeah, sure, this is great. He's just kind of like that. Happy-go-lucky, Okay. Make that kind of dirtied up a little bit. So we're going to put a raw umber on his foot pads. See, they're blue, but they're dirty. Okay, now Quintessential pink lizard mouth. Just a little bit of crimson in there. Broccoli is a smart girl. She knows her name very well. You can say her name and she'll turn and respond. You can call her from the house and just come right. Yeah, Octavia knows what her name is. She just doesn't care that you're calling it. She's a smart girl, but she's not necessarily a good girl. She will totally look at you and be like, whatever, and then go about whatever it is she was doing. She's a little spoiled rotten. Yeah, no, this is the only time Octavia wants the attention. So it's like, that's what's so crazy with it, because you're like, oh man, she wants to have someone's attention. I should totally like pay attention to this cat, because here in a couple of days, she's totally not gonna pay attention to me, and she's not gonna want to hurt any attention from me. She's just going to be happy that I'm feeding her, and then other than that, stay the heck out of the way. So you kind of want to enjoy it, you know. When she's feeling snuggly. Here we go. We're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. Pop some claws. We're almost to a little bit of a time, a good break time. Which is nice. Claw, claw, claw. So I kind of going to do a little burnt sienna on here on the turtle shell itself. Now this I'm trying to make sure we're not getting up on top of anything but the turtle shell. Yeah, I wish my cat was sweeter like that. She's only sweet for a very short amount of time, and then that's it. So get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. But you know, she's a good kid. She's a good cat. Okay. All right. I'll flex my hands a little bit. I'm gonna let some of that stuff dry for just a second. Yeah. Got anybody's new to the channel? Thanks for coming. Really appreciate you. Hit the like and subscribe if you dig what we're doing. That helps us kind of move around the algorithm. Heck, I think everybody says this like a million times in all their videos, but it does help, and it's nice. My goal is to get you Google to pay my my paintbrush and paint fees. If they're paying for my paints and stuff. Here comes my son. Hello, sir. How are you? Your shirt is on backwards and inside out at the same time.
I'll put it back inside out and on the right way.
Right side out and front side forward.
Yes.
That's probably good. I'm gonna say hello to everybody. Yeah. So yeah.
What'd you paint today?
We're working on this today. Lizardman.
Nice.
Yeah, looking pretty cool, huh? Yeah. I'm actually pretty close. I just got a few things to wrap up on him, and I think he's done. So we gotta do his base, and I gotta do his armor.
Okay.
Finish up his armor. You guys ready for the whitewaters?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I've been taking these kids to the water park like every Tuesday. It's fun. They have a great time. I'm kind of glad we're getting ready to be in the summertime because I am very tired. All right. So drop some of this green down. This is a sap green, if I remember. I believe it's Winsor & Newton. It's just little fronds coming up out of the ground. He's jumping over it looks like a little creek, which is kind of neat. So I'm gonna drop a little teal on it first. This seems counterintuitive, but you'll bear with me, and you'll see what my overall idea is here. Just making sure we're getting tight up to these edges. There we go. Now we gotta let that dry. While that's drying, we're gonna add a little bit of raw umber to the third parts of things. We'll probably layer these in with a couple of different types of colors as we bring the ground out. We'll start off with a darker brown and work our way up a little bit. And we got a lot of rocks here, so that'll be some Payne's Gray variants. Get that real close to the foot. Be very cautious and conscious of where you are. If you have to go to a smaller brush, do that. Which I think we will for the inside there. I can get pretty close, but I don't want to risk getting it on his foot at this point. If you do any misses with this run of this Payne's Gray on these rocks, don't worry too much because we are going to go ahead and come back again with some browns, so it'll all wash out. It'll just like, oh, it'll look like sunlight on it and still in it. Like I said, any place where you feel like maybe you need to switch brushes, go ahead and do that. If you need a finer brush, then you just need a finer brush. Nothing else for it. Some of these areas are real tight. It's hard to even see in there sometimes, much let alone paint it. There we go. So now we're going to get some burnt umber. We're just going to come back over a place we know needs to be ground, right? Give us a nice and muddy color. Now you can come back and add textures or flock it, or there's lots of different things that you could do with it. These bases are really cool. He does a pretty good job. I think it's more than one person now. They do a pretty good job of getting the bases all set up. We gotta let all that dry, and then we're gonna add some more colors to it in just a second. While we're doing that, we're gonna start kind of doing some chips on our armor here. And just kind of take the edges. These little details really will help make the overall model stand out. It seems like such a silly little thing to have to do, but it does make a big difference. I got a little too wet there. If you had to, just go ahead and do that. Pull right out. No big deal. Sometimes I get my brushes too wet. You can see it real good when you do like these edges here. And you just kind of want to have a few little chips here and there, right? And if you want the effect to be more dramatic, then you'd use like a brighter silver. This way you can create authentic battle damage. Like, especially around places where you you know it's gonna have hit things and it's gonna get worn down. There we go. Alright, now looks like that water's nice and dry now. Okay, so now we're gonna take a Windsor Blue wash. I should throw that right over the top of it. And now it has that fun kind of crystal blue, almost video gamey blue color. Okay. Do a little Tethys. Tea looking fierce. Just a little bit of this bright green. Let that fade down. See what it looks like when it dries up a little bit. All right. And I come back with that other green over the top of it just to tone it down. It's a little too bright. Little too bright. That's okay. Let's give it a little definition. That'll work. All right. This is a raw umber over the top of this rock, just to kind of give it some tone. A little too bright gray to be a rock that's been sitting by the water for so long. All right, there we go. There we go. Pretty easy, pretty fast, pretty fun little guy. Again, you can see how those zenithal highlights really can work out to your advantage. Just make your life way easier, right? So, that's what we want to do. And again, we're using a nice, so, as that's chilling out, it's actually coming down to a better color blue, and it's really starting to look like it's got edges and movement in the water itself, which is exactly what we wanted. So everything looking good. Everything looking good. Tomorrow we'll do one of these other guys. So we gotta get it. We're gonna do like a. Let's see. We did one guy with a shield, two different guys with fins. So I'm gonna do at least one guy with spikes, and maybe a guy with spikes and a helmet. So. So both those guys have that. Maybe we just do one. Yeah, we could probably just do this one, and we could move on to something new. Because this has got helmets and the guy with the spikes, and it's got a hammer, which these two guys don't. Although we might do. Let's see, we got two more different ones. I don't know. We got options. We got options. Lots of options. Anyway, let me get myself down here. Cool. Well, that was fun. Got a lot done. Nice to have another mini for the pile, so to speak. And yeah, come see us tomorrow. We'll be same bat time, same bat channel, doing the same bat thing, paint more miniatures. And yeah, hopefully you'll join us. Thanks to anybody who came by and gave us the likes and all that stuff. Really, I really do appreciate it. It's kind of I find this fascinating. The idea, like yesterday, we were talking to a guy from Australia, so like I find that super fascinating. I don't know why, but it's just like weird. The whole idea when I was a kid to be able to talk to somebody on the other side of the world like that seemed crazy, and so now that we can do it literally while I'm painting, he can watch me on the other side of the ocean and throw in chats. I find that insanely fascinating. So I will keep coming and doing this, and hopefully people will keep coming and chat. Sir McBeardsly and I appreciate everybody. He's always my constant friend here on the chat, and yeah, we'll hopefully we'll who knows what's gonna look like in 2 years? It could be a whole bunch of people on this thing, and you'll wish that you were here now in the early days. You could be like, I was there when it was only every now and again so we would chat. I can't wait to get it. It'd be cool to see it going so fast that I can't keep up with it, like reading it. That'd be wild. It's almost gotten there before. It's pretty crazy. It's like, holy crap, it's going crap. It's going too fast. So anyway, you guys are awesome. And, be good to yourselves. Be good to somebody else. Be good to each other. Just try to be good. We'll talk to you later.